Hi, I'm Tracy Faulkner from Lush Fabrics with your new release today, this Sunday. It'll be the 18th of April, last day of school holidays for us over here, which is very exciting. Sorry, something just popped up on my screen, and I'm just going to make that go away. Yep, no, it comes up with lots of other things. There we go. Sorry about that, all gone. Okay, I have 9 fabrics to show you today. 2 of them are new bases that we haven't had before, and some favourite bases that I think you guys will like. So, first one today is a Liverpool. It is so pretty. This one's called Walk in the Park. It's the prettiest colours. Let me show you up close. So you could match probably some maroony type colours in with that, and some really soft pinks, some sagey greens, all sorts. So Liverpool has become a really popular base because it's really forgiving. It's got this crepey texture to it, and it's got a little bit of thickness to the fabric too, but it's still quite light, so it's 180 GSM. It has good horizontal stretch, but usually just a little bit of vertical give. It doesn't really have any stretch horizontally, just a bit of give there. Has really nice drape. It's great for so many projects. However, this year I could find very little Liverpool to buy. So I usually buy it from 3 different suppliers, and they all had such a minimal amount. So unfortunately I don't have a great deal of Liverpool coming your way this year. I would have gone crazy and bought heaps because it is just so popular, and it's a really versatile fabric base. But we're just going to have to make do with what we've got, unfortunately. This one, I don't have a matching thread. I just couldn't find the right colour blue. It's a really pretty baby blue, the background. I just couldn't find the right shade. But it goes really nicely with vintage mauve, double brush poly. It also goes with plum, round modal, if you want to pick up those darker colours. Or white. Good old white. This is double brush poly, but it could be any base, it doesn't matter. Pasture is really pretty to pick up those greens of the leaves. Or, if you want to keep the blue theme going, chambray, double brush poly is really nice. So this is Walk in the Park, and the fabric base is Liverpool. Now the next fabric is one of our new bases, something that we haven't had before, and it is what I am wearing. I've made another Bianca jumper, pullover I think they call it, and I think I made one a couple of weeks ago, and I think in the video last time I said that it was by either Made for Mermaids or Pants for Pirates. It's neither of those. It's actually Green Style, so sorry Green Style for getting that wrong. I do quite like it. It's a little cropped jumper, which I think is quite cute. So this fabric is hairy, so it's called Hairy Hachi. The colour is emerald. It's 250 GSM, and it's all poly. It's 100% poly. I've got the cut here. Can you see the hairy? I posted a picture of this yesterday, so you've already had a sneak peek of what this one is, but you can see that hairiness that's on there. Now this is soft to the touch. It's not scratchy at all, but it is an acrylic-y feel. It's not soft brushing like double brush poly or a brushed sweater knit or a brushed waffle or something like that. It is very much an acrylic feel. I don't find it scratchy, but if you're a little bit sensory at all, this probably isn't the fabric for you. And it is softer. My jumper is softer than this cut of fabric, so after washing it, it does feel a little bit softer. Washing cold, probably give it a line dry. You will need to be careful with this one. It hasn't peeled or anything like that after its wash. It has gotten a bit fluffier, a bit hairier, as per the name. Okay, so this is it. Let me show you. I mean, you can see you get a better idea, I think, of the drape in a garment that's made up, but I'm going to show you anyway. It does have some nice drape. It's warm. It's really nice and warm. It hasn't got a huge amount of stretch, but it's got enough. This did create, it's got a little bit of stretch there. This did create some mess on my cutting table when I was sewing it, but not anywhere near as much as I expected. I expected green everywhere, and it was really just some small little fibres stuck here and there. It wasn't crazy, but you will get some coming off it when you're sewing it up. Look, it's just, it's gorgeous. I mean, I'm wearing a hairy jumper. I've never worn a hairy jumper before in my life, but it's kind of cute and it's kind of cozy. If you do worry that you're not going to like the feel of it, obviously something long sleeved underneath works, because the inside still has a little bit of hairiness going on. Okay, so it's not totally smooth and soft on the inside. There is still that little bit of hairiness there. Not as much as the outside, which is so hairy, but it does have some there. So it's not scratchy, but if you don't like, you know, if you're quite sensitive to the feel of things, might not be for you. Okay, I've got no matching threads and I've got no matching fabrics for this one, so we'll just move on. This is the Emerald Hairy Hachi. I hope you like it. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, now a brushed waffle next, and another tie-dye brushed waffle. This one is a grape tie-dye. There we go. This is the right way. So that's kind of pretty. Purples and off-white, really, more than white. A creamy colour that background is. So stretch is nice, horizontal, and a little bit of give vertically, nice drape. Now, if you're not familiar with what waffle knit is, let me bring it up close. Waffle is just that texture there. So it's got the indents to it, and this is a brushed waffle. So that side there is brushed, so it's a little bit fuzzy, and the wrong side is unbrushed. So this one, I've got 2 threads for you this time, depending on whether you want to match the purple or the white. So 5976 if you want to try and match the purples, or 3000, where are we? There we go, if you want to match the whites that are there. And this one looks nice with the grape cotton spandex. It's not the same colour, but it's complementary. And ivory, double brush poly, looks really nice too. Alright, so this is grape tie-dye brushed waffle. You guys are loving the brushed waffles, and they're so cozy, they're so lovely. Okay, another new base, and I shared a picture of this one yesterday too. I do love this one. So this one is called Burgundy Sparkle Sweater Knit. Let me show you why. You see those little bits of sparkle in there? It's not in your face, it's nice and subtle. There's those little bits of sparkle in there. And that sparkle is actually in the yarn. So this fabric is made up of 94% poly, 5% rayon, and 1% lurex. And lurex is a metallic yarn, so it's actually weaved right in there. You still need to take some care when washing it. Cold, always on cold, and perhaps no dryer for this one, just to be sure. I mean, it's not quite the coating that I warn you about, where you need to avoid all heat, but that coating may well be on the thread, so we just need to take a little bit of care. But you can kind of see it's a really subtle sparkle. It's something that's hard to pick up in pictures. I can see it very clearly here, not in your face. It's just really nice. This one is 240 GSM, and as you can see, it's got the ribbed texture, which is really nice. And the inside is just smooth. It's quite soft and smooth on the inside. So not scratchy at all with that lurex running through it. The inside is lovely. Okay, now stretch. So I know it looks a little bit see-through here, but my jumper that I made is not see-through at all. A little bit vertically. And there's your drape. Couldn't find a good thread to match this one either, unfortunately. But you could wear it with the maroon 250 GSM modal or burgundy double brush poly as well. They're a little bit different, but they look quite nice together, I think. So this is your Burgundy Sparkle sweater knit. Now, French Terry. We have some more camo for you. This one is General, as in the General. So General in grey, French Terry. This French Terry is really lovely and soft. It's a pretty thin French Terry, so it's not really thick. Most of the French Terries that I get in are quite thin. They're about 210 GSM, and they're a blend of poly, rayon, and spandex. So this one is 72% poly, 24% rayon, 4% spandex. It's a 200 GSM I've got written down here. So it's not a heavy one, but it's soft and it's still kind of cozy feeling. Depending on where you live, you may still need a fair few layers to keep you warm. Otherwise it could just be perfect exactly as it is. So French Terry, if you haven't used it before, you know you've got French Terry if it's got these little loops on there, and they can be on the front or the back. This one, they're on the back, and then the print is on the right side, the smooth side. But it's a pretty cool, I haven't shown this one to my boys because I think they'll want me to sew something up ASAP if they see this one. It's right up their alley. So it's got really nice horizontal stretch. Really nothing vertically, maybe a little bit of give, but nice drape. So French Terry makes, you know, beautiful jumpers and cardies and that sort of thing. You could just make a t-shirt out of this if you wanted to. I know a lot of people make shorts for their kids out of this for summer. Great tracksuit pants, joggers, that sort of thing. There's lots that you can do with this one. I don't have any matching fabrics for you. I think the colours were just not quite right, unfortunately, for this one. But 1629 is the thread that I've got to match with it. I will link all these threads up on the website, so you don't need to be jotting down notes. The links for the coordinating thread will be there on the website. General in grey, French Terry. Okay, I've got another French Terry. This one is super pretty. This one is called tie-dye circles in pink. Stand back so I can show you. Isn't that gorgeous? Love that one. It's got really pretty colours in it. The print is really big, but on the, you know, it's probably not the sort of fabric you can make a maxi skirt or anything like that out of. So you probably would cut it down, and that is okay because it's then still just going to look like a tie-dye print. You might not see the circles quite so much depending on your pattern placement, but it's going to look like a really nice tie-dye print, and you're still going to get all the colours and that sort of stuff. So this one is a slightly different composition to the last one. It's 90% poly, 7% rayon, 3% spandex, same weight, and it's got the horizontal stretch, bit of give, nice drape. The loops are on the back, and the print is on the smooth side. And this one, let's see what we put with this one. The thread is 3560. But there's a few different colours in here, so you might just have something that will work already at home. We put this one with Burgundy, double brush poly. Some nice rich colours go with this one, which is really pretty. Berrylicious, cotton spandex, looks really nice. Off-white modal is really nice. Grape, cotton spandex, looks really good, or candy pink, cotton spandex as well. So there's some nice colours that match with that. If you wanted to do some colour blocking or have a top or pants or something like that to go with a garment that you make out of this, there's some colours that work well. So tie-dye circles in pink, French Terry. Now I have an old favourite in a different colourway. So we have this amazing fabric called Divalicious, and it was a black background with black flocking on it. It's double brush poly and it went crazy. I could not find that same one, unfortunately. I would be buying several rolls of it if I could, but I did find it in a different colourway. So it's this pink, just kind of a dusty pink. Let me open it up. So you can actually see the flocking a whole lot better. The black Divalicious was lovely because it was really subtle, but this one obviously not quite so subtle, but still really pretty. So it is a double brush poly, but the flocking that's on it does affect its stretch a little bit. So it's not quite as stretchy as your normal double brush poly. But otherwise, it's all the same. Couldn't find a good matching thread for this one, unfortunately. But you could wear it with dark rose double brush poly if you wanted to. It's a little bit darker, but still quite complimentary. Got the words out. So it's kind of pretty, hey? Divalicious. I made a dress out of the first Divalicious, and it's still one of my favourite dresses. Okay, I have 3 more. This one, you've seen this print before, and this is a different colourway. This is called Ignite in pink. I've had Ignite in green and Ignite in red, I think. It's quite a nice classic print. It's really pretty. It's a super soft double brush poly. Double brush polys are just about always soft. Some are softer than others, so this one is really nice and soft. This one is 96 polyester, 4 spandex, which most of them are, about 170, 180 GSM. Really great stretch, both ways. Really nice drape. So double brush poly is just like a poly knit that has been brushed on both sides, which gives it some really nice softness and makes it a really versatile fabric base. There are so many garments that you can make out of double brush poly. It's great for leggings, it's great for tops and dresses, pants. You can make a cardigan or a jumper. You know, there's just so many things that you can do with it. Skirts, you name it. It has really beautiful drape, and it has really great stretch and recovery. So you can wear it with negative ease or positive ease, and it's going to work both ways. No match again, but it does look really nice with the white. That's all I can match it with is white. Okay, so that's Ignite in pink. This one's also super pretty. This is called Touched by Love. Again, another one that I don't have a matching thread for you. I just struggle a bit with the teals with matching thread. So, isn't it pretty? Let me get that nice and close for you so you can see. It's a really sweet little print. So just like the other one, it has really great stretch. Both ways. Really nice drape. So I can match this one up with some white again, or Strawberry Shortcake. Looks really pretty, and that just picks up those pinks in there, that Strawberry Shortcake. Okay, Touched by Love, double brush poly. Next, we have our Lush Sunday Special. So every week, if you are new to Lush, we have a Lush Sunday Special, and it's just one fabric that we pick out that is just a little bit cheaper on the Sunday, and Sunday only. And the reason we do it is if you haven't tried Lush before, or if you haven't tried this particular fabric base before and you're curious and you want to give it a go, we give you one that's just a little bit cheaper, just to make it a bit easier on the wallet to try some of these fabrics out. And things like double brush poly, which is what today's Lush Sunday Special is, they are beautiful in t-shirts and tops and that sort of stuff. And a lot of people can get a t-shirt out of 1 metre of fabric. So we're hoping it's, a little bit more economical to give it a go. Now, I made a dress out of this one. I made 3 things this week. I obviously had a bit of a run with my sewing, but I love this dress. This fabric is snakeskin, and I know that's not for everybody, but I just think it looks amazing made up. It looks really, really pretty. My son, youngest one, who's a bit snake obsessed, is waiting for me to make him a t-shirt out of this, which I haven't quite gotten to yet, but I will get there because he does love it. This one is called Copperhead. They are oranges in there. There's a little bit of pink in there as well, and the black. So double brush poly, amazing stretch, of course. Both ways, beautiful drape. Now, I just matched it up with the black thread because there's quite a bit of black through here that I think the black would work really well. And it's easy, and most of you, I'm sure, already have it at home. Okay, so this one looks really nice with sienna, double brush poly, or pale pink, or my favourite, burnt caramel. And of course, it looks amazing with black. So nice. So this is today's Lush Sunday special, and it is called Copperhead double brush poly. So if you haven't tried double brush poly before, or if you're curious to try Lush, it's a good opportunity. Okay, that is everything. I hope you like them. I think we actually had 10 fabrics, not 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, I didn't turn over the sheet when I first told you. So we had 10 fabrics, all up on the website now. So jump on and grab some if you are interested. And we will see you very soon with another video. We do have our competitions running in our Facebook group and our Facebook page. So make sure you enter those as well. And I'll see you next week. Thanks so much. Bye.